Oh, hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Timbo Took, and this is A Joy of Painting Middle-earth, a time when we come together to paint the most fantastic landscapes Middle-earth has to offer. And maybe we'll paint a scary one a time or two. That can be quite fun, you know. Now, I may not be the best painter in the Shire, but I do love it so, and I'd love for you to paint right along with me. So if you're ready, grab your paints and your brushes, and let's go on an adventure. All right, I'm happy to have you with me tonight. Thank you for joining me. Now, what we have here is we have a black canvas. That's right. And it's a little bit dark and stormy out right now, but it's going to be a clear night in our painting. And what I've done is I've prepared the canvas. Now, I've painted this canvas. It was a white canvas. I painted it with a black acrylic gesso to give it that black color. And then after it was completely dried, I put a thin, very thin coat of liquid clear on there. And then I went with some ivory black and some phthalo blue. And I put a layer of that down. That's right. So that gives us the wet on wet technique that old Bob Ross, the blue wizard, taught us how to do. That's right. So we're going to come in here. I've got that down. Now, the first thing about this part of our story is it was a night that was a starry night. So I need to get a little bit of liquid white. That's right, that magic white. So let me get some of that. Okay, I've got some liquid white on my fan brush, and I have a second fan brush here. Now, this is something we've never done together before, so we'll see if it works. That's right, we're going to put some stars in this night sky. And we do that, we're just going to tap on this paintbrushes together. Oh, it's coming off a little clumpy. Oh, let's see. Oh, I think I'm getting more on the floor than I am on the canvas. Oh, I've seen it done before and it worked much better than that. That's all right. Let's do this. Let's just try. Oh, we'll try flickering. There we go. These will just be some big stars. There we go. Look at that. That worked a little bit better. So if you do it, don't try that tapping technique. Just try using the brush to flick it on there. Oh, that works out. Oh, I hit it. Oh, that's okay. We're just trying something new. So we don't make mistakes. Like the Blue Wizard taught us, we just make happy accidents. That's right. So flick some of that on, and I hope you can even see it on the camera. There we are. That gives us some stars in that night sky. But we'll have some clouds there. We'll have some clouds as well. Oh, as I said, I think I got more on the floor than I did on the canvas. But we'll see. We'll see how it looks when we're done. All right, there we go. So we throw some stars on the canvas. Now I understand the lights. It might put a glare there. Oh, and I'll have to do a close-up so you can see. But right now, as I said, I've got some of that color already down, some of the blue, and you might be able to see some of that coming through there already. But we're just going to go into our titanium white. There we are, just load it up on this 2-inch brush. And we're going to come in, and we're going to have some mist in our forest. This comes from chapter 3. 3 is company of the Fellowship of the Ring. That's right. Oh, Mr. Frodo has sold Bag End, and he's moving down to Buckland. That's right. And he's walking there, through the night, through the wood, and he's with, my Grand Gaffer Gamgee and my Grandpappy Took, his 2 traveling companions. Oh, Mary went on ahead, and Fatty Bulger, they went on ahead. But the 3 were walking through the woody end. That's right. So we're just going to come here. This will be where our lane starts, and it comes through the forest this way. So we're just going to come in, and this is just creating some of that mist that's there in the forest. And you can see some of those stars I had in there. Oh, they're just getting swallowed up by that. There we are. There we are. There we go. We'll just make a tree come up to that one. And just bring it out this way. There we go. And if you have to, put a big old hobbit foot on your easel to steady out your canvas. There we are. We're going to have some trees and things here in front, so don't worry too much about that. Maybe we'll put in a few dark clouds there. Just bring that down. This is just giving us a background so you'll be able to see the trees in the dark. There we go. And that gives us a nice starry atmosphere. Just using crisscross strokes with our 2-inch brush. That's right. All right, there we go. Now let's clean off our brush. We clean our brush in odorless paint thinner. That's right. We just come in here into our bucket. Just give that a wash. And now we're just going to beat the Sauron out of the brush down in our rubbish bin. There we go. And that cleans that brush off. There we are. Now we're just going to take a dry brush here. Oh, that one's dry. And we're just going to soften this out lightly. We don't want to go with a wet brush. That'll just dig tracks right into our paint. But we just want to soften this out. There we go. And that quickly. We've got our sky dropped in. We've got some stars there. Oh, we have these sorts of things going on. That's okay. We'll just put some trees right over the top of those. Some tall trees will reach up there. There we go. There we go. Let's come to, this is our 1-inch brush. There we go. And we want a dark color here. So we're going to come into our ivory black. There we go. And a little bit of that midnight, or that phthalo blue. That's what that is. So we come in, just tap that onto the brush. Tap that on. And now we're going to come in, and we're just going to put some of our trees here. There we go. We just tap these on. So you can see through the leaves into that mist in the back. Now this was a moonless night. That's right, it was a moonless night as they walked through the forest. Just tap that in, come back, load some more of that up on the brush. You tap it into the brush. Now this tree will come up a little higher. There we go, and we just took care of that spot that was there. And this tree comes up. Just go back to your palette. Load that back up. Load it back up on that brush. There we are. Just put that right in front. And we just want this silhouette to the trees here. There we go. That's all we're doing, is we're just putting in these layers. Just putting in layers. You pick up some of that white and knock it off. There we go. Just coming in. And we're filling up this forest. Now, at this point in our story, Mr. Frodo and my grandgaffer Gamgee, they had already had one encounter with the Black Rider out in the old forest. Well, not the old forest. This is the woody end. It's a different place altogether. That's right. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I just would like to remind you to, if you're watching and you're enjoying, just hit that like button. That's right, that helps us out. That helps us out. There we go. And you can see off to the east, that dim sky. And let's put some more right in here. Just layer that on. Maybe that comes up that way. There we go. And you can see that way it looks like mist just rolling through our forest there. And it'll get lighter when it gets to those bright spots. That's right. Just bring it back to your palette. Just knock off that light you pick up and go back into your dark. There we are. And over here, there's some trees as well. They just come down this way. We just put those in just by tapping. Just tapping it in. We're not making a sloppy mess. There we are. There we go. Now you say, oh, Timbo, what's going on in that picture? What's going on there? Oh, you know, we're just having a bit of fun. Just having a bit of fun. Now this is just lit by those stars and the waning light of the day. So we're not going to have a lot in there, but we're just going to come to some of this white now. And let's make that a bit of a bluish hue. There we go. Just going into our titanium white. Get some more. We'll take it from right here. Just don't go directly into your color. Just do it off to the side and then mix the two. So we get a nice light color there. And we're tapping that into the brush. That way, we're not sliding it across. When we put it on and we highlight, you'll see. Here we go. We're just going to go up here. Now we're going to highlight these. Just highlight those dark places we put in. There we are. And we just want to tap that on. You see? There, it just gives you those highlighted leaves. And remember, you tap it in. Tap it in. There we are. And you leave areas of dark, that separation. There we go. Just highlighting those trees. This is in the middle of the night. Our hobbits are walking. Incidentally, the part where we're talking about, they had just sang, one of my favorite songs that old Mr. Bilbo wrote. Home is behind, the world ahead. Oh, you don't want to hear old Timbo sing. That's for sure. You say, paint, Timbo, don't sing. Oh... There we are. Come back here. There's more trees here. There we go. Some over here. And we're just finding where those trees would be. There we go. And that gives us That gives us, when your brush isn't quite as dark, you can come in and just give some definition that's not so bright. There we go. And come back and do the same on this side. There we go. You see, we just tap that in there and we're making those trees. You see all those individual leaves. That's why we tap it on. And we don't just slide it across. If we did, we would lose all those individual leaves there. That's right. We would lose that, and we don't want to lose that. No, no. There we go. There we have our trees there at night. Let's come. I'm just going to set that brush aside. Now, let's come with a little bit of, we have a white and we have brown. We're going to make a path. We're going to make our lane here. That white that we had from the stars, that just lightens that brown up. And we're just going to come with the corner of our brush now. Right, this is where the lane goes over the hill and gets lost. And it comes down this way. Coming through right here. And we just come this way. There we go. And it comes over this way. And it'll just get lost as it goes over there. We've got a hill that comes right down this way. We haven't put in there yet. But that's how we paint. We paint from the furthest away, and we come towards us in layers. Like those stars in the sky, those were the furthest away. And then we put the sky there, lit up with that mist. And then we come in with our lane here. Just working our way to the forward edge of this painting. There we are. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some grass and bushes and things. This maybe is a little bit of a clearing here. So we'll come again to our 2-inch brush. Now, of course, this is a night sky. It's nighttime. There's not going to be a whole lot of brightness there, but we want to put some grass in and just come into our sap green and our cadmium or our medium yellow. That's what it is tonight. Medium yellow. Oh, I don't think I said the colors we're doing. Sap green, burnt umber. Oh, that's phthalo blue. Ivory black, or midnight black, actually, tonight. And then our medium lemon yellow, medium yellow ochre, and of course titanium white. Oh, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Again, we tap that color right onto our brush. And let's come in here. Now we're going to have, this is just some of our grass. And that's what's fun with these dark canvases. That color comes out very bright. It just shines up. Maybe this came over a hill here. We just tap that in, you see? There we are. And we'll put some in this way right here. Come back, load some more of that up on the brush. There we are. Now we'll come to this side. Oh, we'll say there's a few of those things that come down this way and that. Oh, you see it just picks up those colors. There we are. Now in our story, our travelers, the 3 hobbits, they're thinking this was just going to be an easy journey, but these black riders showed up. Oh, where did they come from? They don't know much about them yet. There we go. So, when they hear a horse coming down the lane, they ditch off and hide because they don't want this black rider to see them. Which that's a very good instinct if you know the story. You take my meaning. That's right. Oh, that's right. So they're here hiding as this black rider is on the path, but then they hear something. Oh, music to their ears. Oh, quite literally. It was elves. Elves walking in the woody end. Who would have thought that? Elves in the Shire. Oh, I tell you what, my grand gaffer Gamgee could hardly contain himself. But the good thing was, it got that black rider to leave him alone. And he didn't want to face the elves. So he took off into the wood. Out of the lane, into the wood. There we go. We just bring this grass down. Right down this way. There we go. And just a few more highlights on that grass. Just put some yellow onto your brush and just tap that in. Those are just the tips of the grass. So you see, you have this difference between the light green, the dark green, the almost black underneath, and then just these tips of the grass that catch more of the light. That's what it is. Flip that brush over if you need. And you see that gives us grass through there. Let's go to the other side and we'll kind of highlight this as well. Just so it's not all one color. That makes it boring. That's right. If everything was the same color, oh, it would be a boring place. It would be a boring place. There we go. Maybe some of that comes down right onto the lane there. There we are. Now, we've got a hill coming in this way. So let's put that one in. That we're just going to come. We're going to come to some of our sap green. Just load that up on the brush. And now we'll put that in. That comes right over this way. Right down here. Flip that brush over if you need, and then go back to it. Just throwing that grass, just putting that dark green on there. We'll come back and highlight it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We just want to put that in. Just contrast those shadows in there. This is where our hobbits stowed off to take refuge when that black rider was coming down the lane. That's right. Oh, and we know those black riders, the Nazgul. That's right. Those ring wraiths who disguise themselves as men. But they certainly, at one time they were men. At one time. Not now, not in our story. Not again. There we go. There we go. So now we have this lane cutting through the forest. That's where our elves would march off to. That's right. Let's put some more trees in here. We need some more trees. Let's just wash off this brush. There we go. All right. Now let's wash off our fan brush that we used earlier. All right, so the trunks of these trees, we're going to start with a dark color. So we're going to come, bringing some of our burnt umber into that dark color we had there. And we'll bring this trunk up right here. There we go. Bring that tree down. Maybe there's some more back here. We've got a number of trees over here. That's right. And this is a forest, so that makes sense. Of course there's trees in the forest. That's right. You might say you can't see the trees through the forest. Or you can't see the forest through the trees. I don't know. I'm not fancy about those sayings. We'll just put that in there. There we go. Now I hope those are showing up for you. I hope those are showing up. It's a little hard with the lighting to see these. It goes a little darker on that back side there. There we go. Put that in there. Put that in. All right, now let's go. Gonna wash off that 1-inch brush. We're gonna use that again. There we go. Just beat the Sauron out of it. Now we have our trees here. Let's go back to that dark color here. We're just going to tap in. There we go. Just put some dark leaves back there. Now, the way I'm standing, I can't even really see how this is turning out. But these trees are in front of what we did before. There we go. Now what we want to do is we have some leaves there. We want to put some of our green in there as well. So we don't just have green below, we've got some above. Just tap that into the brush. There we go. And just tap that on. Now you can see those trees coming there. There we go. It's hard for me to see. I have the glare right in this corner. So I hope that's looking okay. If not, we'll try it again some other day. That's right. There we go. Maybe just come down Oops. Come down, get a little bit lighter green on there, and we can come back and just put some different shades of green. Just a little lighter. And I hope that works out on the camera there for you. I hope that comes across and you can see how it looks. There we go. I don't want to make it all muddy, but that's what we'll do there. Alright, just set that off to the side for now. And come back to our darker color. Give these trees some feet. That's right. They gotta have a way to hold themselves up. Maybe he comes down this way. There we go. And then with a little bit of that grassy color we used on the leaves, we can use right down here. And what we do is we just go at the bottom of those trees, and you see some of the grass growing right there at the bottom. There we go. Now, let's give this hill a bit of a highlight. There we go. Put some more color in there. Oh, Mr. Frodo was up there. He was standing behind some tall bushes spying on that Black Rider while my Grandpappy Took and my Grandgaffer Gamgee, they hid behind the bole of a tree root. That's right. Oh, Mr. Frodo was being brave, trying to see what was going on. That's right. All right. Well, I tell you what, I want to go to a palette knife for this. Now, we're going to put a tree in right here. This is that tree where my Grandpappy Took and my Grandgaffer Gamgee, oh, they were hiding out. They were hiding out, that's for sure. So I'm just going to load up some color right there, and we're just going to come across this way. We'll bring this guy up right like that. Oh, and this is a big tree here. This is a big tree. I probably should have scraped out some of that color, but that's all right. It'll just get mixed right in. This tree comes down, and he's got some roots. There we go. A big bowl of a root. And this root, oh, we'll say it comes up. It just comes up like this. Let's get some more color on there. There we go. It comes up this way, and it bends back down. That guy's getting a big drink. That's right. That is a big root there. There we go. And maybe there's some more. Comes right like this. There we go. Let's go back up here. Let's bring this, this tree. Oh, look at that. Right in front of that work we did. That's okay. That's okay. Bring that up. So we can scrape that off. Wipe it off your knife if you're picking up all that color. Let's just come. This guy, we'll say he has a branch. Comes right out like this. There we go. Let's do that now. Let's just say, this big branch comes right here. There we are. And this one will go up this way. Right off of our canvas. There we go. That is what he's doing. Just bring it down to that Y in the tree there. There we are. Just using our palette knife just to give that bark some shape. Oh, let's maybe we'll go a little yellow ochre in there. Let's give that tree a little bit of color here. There we go. There we are. Grab some more of that. Mix it right in there with our burnt umber. And we'll come this side. There we go. Just pulling it across, just giving it a bit of a round shape there. And let's do that with this root here. Just using that palette knife, just lightly pulling it across. There we go. And we'll do the same on this root. Just bring him right over this way. There we go. And we'll pull this one down too. There we go. And just highlight him right along here. There we are. And this guy. This guy who's reaching out into the sky. There we go. Just come back and just pull, make that rounded shape there just by pulling it. Just gently pulling that across. There we go. Maybe he's got another one that comes right up this way. Right up this way. There we go. Right in front of our stars there. If you could see those stars. There we are. There we go. Now, let's come to one of our liner brushes. Oh, we'll come to this dark brown color. Get it nice and wet. Nice and inky wet. There we go. And we'll just bring... There we go. Another one right over here. There it is. There we go. Maybe we have one that comes right here. There we are. There we go. Then our hobbits will hide down here. Just giving that rounded shape on these roots. There we go. And that's right where my Grandgaffer Gamgee and my Grandpappy Took, where they hid. Now, this can be a painting that we come back into, and we add the elves, and we add our hobbits, and all of that. But we do need a bush right here, maybe that Mr. Frodo, some tall grass that he was hiding behind. That's right. So let's come to this. Sap green. Just again, we're getting it. Maybe thin it out a bit. There we go. And we'll just put some tall grass right here. There we are. Now, when you're doing grass like this, you can put it in when you're doing these tall weeds here. You can do almost a circle with the brush. So you're circling it like this. There we go. Some more green on there. Now, we come to some of that yellow to make up a nice light green, and we'll highlight some of this grass. That's right. There we go. Now we've got the darker under there. And by doing that, you're creating lighter and darker grasses. Oh, and that's where Mr. Frodo will hide behind, as he tried to get a look at that black rider. That's right, just put those in. Now we can put more grass in different places. Put some right here. And put some back this way. You can go through and you can put that all over your painting. In fact, we can come back here, right at the edge of these, right at the edge there. Just get some more of that green. Maybe this is where that black rider dashed off into the bushes when he heard those elves coming. There we go. And as I said, you can put those all throughout. Find many places to put them. There we are. Now we could go in and we could put leaves all over that tree, but I kind of like that tree being one that, maybe it's a dead tree and doesn't have many leaves on it. That's right. Well, that was a fun painting. This is one that I really want to come back in, and we'll put the elves and we'll put the hobbits in, and we'll do that once this dries. Sometimes it's a little easier to add those fine details when the paint is dry, that paint underneath anyways. So we might do a special episode with this one, coming up a few weeks down the road. That's right. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this Starry Night painting. That was something I was trying a little bit new. I'd never really done that before. Some of it worked, some of it kind of globbed on, but that's okay, that's okay. I think we had fun, so I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you try out some of these paintings. I appreciate you being here. Have a good day. Goodbye, and God bless.